come across some women. We get talking and you hear, I cannot settle down for less. Understandable. I cannot marry a man who earns 200, who earns 300. And I ask, sister girl, what is it you do for a living? Some of them, they hustle now. I'm still hustling. You don't even have a career. You don't even have a life. Yet you are desperate to get married. Now you get married. Now you get married. What are you adding to that marriage? You have nothing to offer aside your body. Do you realize as time goes into that marriage, your body, even love, is not enough to keep marriage? I know nothing is enough to hold the man who doesn't want to be held. But trust me, sister girl, you need to do more. Now let me tell you a few things you need to do or know before you say I do. You need to be financially before you say I do. You need to be financially liberated, number one. If you don't have a job, if you don't have a career, if you don't have a life, if you don't have yourself put together, if you don't have your life together as a woman, especially financially, gone are the days where men walk into a village and marry a stranded person and marry anybody they see. These days, men are intentional, just like you are, because a lot of you out there is to marry a rich man. Yes, so the men are as intentional as you are. Nobody wants to marry a liability as a wife. Nobody wants to marry a jobless and a careerless woman. So before you think of saying I do, I don't have a problem with you being desperate. I don't have a problem with you setting your standard high. But are you matching? Are you meeting up to those standards that you have set for yourself? Before you think of saying I do, or before you get overly desperate, get your career settled. Financially get stable. Financially, you need to get stabilized. If you don't have a life, if you're not financially free, if you cannot breathe financially, trust me, if you cannot take care of your own bills, if you have to call a man when you want to do everything, anything you want to do, you have to call a man to help you out. Trust me, my darling, you are not ready for marriage. Marriage is not for you. So relax and you out. Trust me, my darling, you are not ready for marriage. Marriage is not for you. So relax and enjoy your singlehood in peace. Number two, if you are not ready to be loyal and submissive, some of you will say, I'm a no-nonsense woman. No man can tell me what to do. No man can tell. If no man can tell you what to do, my sister, remain in your father's house. If you cannot listen to a man, if you cannot take others from a man, why are you looking for a man when you're already a man? Man up yourself and be single. Because it takes two to tango. A man is the head. Trust me, all you are is the neck. And the smartest thing is that no head functions without the neck. So if you cannot take orders from the head, how to move, what to do, if you feel like you will get married and still continue, how to move, what to do, if you feel like you will get married and still continue to do the things you do as a single lady, something is obviously wrong with you. Number three, if you cannot respect a man, definitely, obviously, you cannot respect yourself. That means you don't need a man. Because respect is reciprocal. It's being reciprocated. That means you don't need a man. Because respect is reciprocal. It's being reciprocated. If you cannot respect that man that you claim you love, if you cannot respect him as your husband, as your king, as your word, my darling, singlehood is not a disease. After all, every woman must not be married. Remember, when you die, when you want to go to heaven, singlehood is not a disease. After all, every woman must not be married. Remember, when you die, when you want to go to heaven, you answer for yourself. So if you are too big to respect, if you're too big to be submissive and to be loyal, my darling, remain in your father's house. Till I see you again, I remain your girl, Successful Success. Don't forget, Stay calm. Drink a lot of water.
Women lie when they say that they don't like polygamy. They lie when they say, I don't like a man that cheats. I don't like this. I don't like that. Do you know who the biggest enabler of polygamy is? The biggest enabler of polygamy is woman. Spoiler alert. I am not crazy. It is true. And the women will deny it. But I will prove it to you. Women don't like men that are not attractive to other women. If they see a man that they know that other women don't like, they will not go close to him. If you want your man to be faithful to you, you want him all to yourself, why are you ignoring that mechanic man on the road that no woman is talking to? No, you don't want that one because no other woman wants him. But you see Wizkid, you see Davido, you see Burna Boy, you see those men that are handsome, that you know that other women are on the queue for, is that one that you like? Tell me now, who is the biggest enabler of polygamy? Is it not you who is chasing after the man that other women are chasing after? If you don't like polygamy, why not just settle with that bricklayer that is just by the corner, that one that no other woman sees? And the funny part of this is that, you see that bricklayer that nobody sees, the moment a real woman who does not like polygamy, picks him out and say, you know what, I will deal with this, I will stay with this man. The moment a woman locates that man, other women will start hovering around him. You know why? Because women like men that other women like. If you are a man and other women don't like you, women are not going to come close to you. They will wait to see, why are all these girls not going near him? Instead of going, they will wait. Why is it that nobody's talking? To? That's why men game. Don't tell a woman that somebody broke up with you. Don't ever tell a woman that, oh, this person broke up with me, this person left me. Even if you people had a relationship and you people separated, don't make it look like you felt so bad when the woman left. Just say, oh yeah, it didn't work. Women don't like it when they find out that, oh, somebody left you. They want it to be like, oh, you have all the girls. They want it to be like, oh, you have all the girls, and they will be telling you that, I don't like when my man cheats. I don't like it. I don't like polygamy. But they will be telling you that, I don't like when my man cheats. I don't like it. I don't like polygamy. But you are seeking out men that belong to other women. Why do you think that these girls, they go for married men? Why don't you think that when these married men come to them, why don't they just say no? But they will never say no, because women are the biggest enablers. If women tell men that have other women that, you know what, as far as you have another woman, I don't want you, polygamy and all these things will stop. But a woman will see that this man is married. Polygamy and all these things will stop. But a woman will see that this man is married, he has children, but not that one she wants. Women are enablers of polygamy. Women hate men that comes out and tell them the truth. They hate women too, like me. They call me pick me for coming out to point out the truth about women. You know why? Because women like it when, when they do something wrong, you just let them go. When they lie to you and tell you, oh, this is your child, but DNA say it's not your child. When they lie to you and tell you, oh, this is your child, but DNA say it's not your child, don't give them any jail time. Just let them go. Women like to be let scot-free, even when they are guilty. So they don't like people that hold them accountable for their actions. A woman will want to come here and talk all sorts of trash, things that don't make sense, things that cannot be proven by facts or science. They just want to say everything that they feel in their heart, even if it is a lie. The moment you start to ask them, but you say this cannot be proven by facts or science, they just want to say everything that they feel in their heart, even if it is a lie. The moment you start to ask them, but you say this and this, it's not adding up. They will begin to curse you, they'll begin to call you all sorts of names in the book. You know why? Because you are starting to get onto them and they don't like it. They like to claim as if they are right at all times, but they are not. They always would accuse men of polygamy, but you are the one who is seeking out men that are already taken. Always would accuse men of polygamy, but you are the one who is seeking out men that are already taken by other women. You don't like men that other women don't like. You want the man that other women like. But you are the one that is claiming that you don't want polygamy. You are woman, you hear me? You are the enabler of polygamy. Close your lips.
You telling me that, situations like my rent, let's say I'm living in Nigeria, where I pay rent once a year. Are you telling me it's not an emergency? It's not, I'm not supposed to be borrowing money for rent because I have a whole year to prepare. Are you telling me that's one of the reasons I have to save money? Are you telling me my rent? Because some people are used to borrowing their rent whenever it's time.
So let me start with the rent issue since you brought in Nigeria. For me as an individual, there are two people that I hardly help when they are asking for money. Number one, people that are asking for money to pay rent. And number two, people that are asking for money to pay hospital bills when they are pregnant. And the reason is that when you are impregnating your wife, I was not there. I was not part of the
God.
Why should I be a part of the payment? God gave you 9 months notice. From the day of conception to the day of gestation. Gestation period is 9 months. Day of conception to the day of gestation. Gestation period is 9 months. So for 9 months, you didn't know how to package money to prepare. For then when you are now in hospital, you are now calling everybody. It's part of lack of, it's what we call financial irresponsibility. Now in Nigeria, we pay rent for 1 year, 2 years. So are you telling me for 2 years you went to sleep? No. Every money you make every month, a portion of that money belongs to your future. I've already said it. So if you know, let's assume now, let's come to Nigeria since you are using Nigeria's example. So in Nigeria, you are someone that earns, let's say you earn 70,000 or let's say 100,000 for mathematics. You earn 100,000 and your rent is, let's say, 300,000. What that means is that every month there is about 25,000 naira of that 100,000 that does not belong to you. It belongs to your rent. So you should have a rent account where that 25,000 is going. So if you are earning 100,000, it simply means you are actually earning 40,000 because 25,000 is already rent. You will still pay tithe. You will still transport yourself to work. And another thing you need to look at that level is, are you really sure that you are living in the house you should be living in? Because every time people are talking of, I want money, they're always thinking of having more money. There are only 2 ways you can make money available to you: increase your income or reduce your expenditure. This same person begging for rent, we have eyelashes, we have extension nail, we have all kinds of weaving, Peruvian hair, Italian hair. This same person, we have shoes, I love shoes. Italian hair. This same person will have shoes. I love shoes. You have 2 legs, but you are buying shoes like an octopus. This same person will have bag and shoe to match. Yeah, their destiny is not matching their bank account. This same person will have 3 handsets like 419 and be telling me you are buying iPhone 11, iPhone 30. iPhone. Most of the time, there is so much materialism and waste in our life. If you reduce your expenditure, some people are living in 3 bedrooms that should be in 1 room. Some people are living in 2 bedrooms that should be in 1 room. So you cut your coat according to your material, not according to your size, because you can. They are not according to your size, because you can be obese. So if the material is not enough for coat, you sew waistcoat. If you cannot do waistcoat, you do muffler. If you cannot do muffler, you do pocket handkerchief. Just represent. So that is what I will say to that, because this issue of prosperity and riches and wealth, you need discipline, and you need to really cut yourself and start organically. Because I have to eat my 3 square meal. Is 3 a square or a triangle? 3 square meal. Where do you get all this nonsense from? Must you eat when you are not hungry? Where do you get all this nonsense from? Must you eat when you are not hungry? So you need to cut it down. Many of the things we are spending money as a financial consultant, and I'm a celebrity fund manager. When I sit people down, no matter how poor they think they are, you will still see areas in their life where they need to cut expenses. Because many times we are doing things, we are trying to, what will people say? How will people feel? And people are not interested in all those stuff.
Oh my God!
Massage.
Oh my God!
I know say you ball, say you go, you go like put my top.
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.